The Week 5 player props and Stephception episode of the Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code SMALLS. Let's yap.
Stephie touch balls, betting it all on the power bottom false top drop the football. Like hopes they've been teasing, they're missing the fall season. ACL twisted, bank account freezing. But Smalls cut the shots like some more reason. Leaderboard rising while the slot machine's ringing. She's slinging plays, that's like Nostradamus. $100 bills raining down upon us.
Happy Week 5, everyone. Mac Jones, kind of a dog. I don't know. We've got to talk about it a little bit. We also have player props, Stephception, Triple D's with our friend Sam Wagman. And then producer Ryan will come on, see if we can go 5-0 in Circa picks. Went 4-1 last week, but we'll bring Sam in first. Sam, how's it going? How's the hangover treating you?
Hangover's good. Hangover's good. I feel like Mac Jones has a worse hangover than I do because he got hit so many freaking times last night.
I'm low-key obsessed with him. I'm not even gonna lie.
I thought he died at one point. I thought he just died on the field.
That suit that he was wearing, and then when they asked him why he wore a suit, and he was like, "Because I'm going to work." Come on.
I mean, guy loves his job. Guy is transformed from the dad bod that we saw in his rookie year to a dog.
I'm obsessed with him. As long as he's not trying to break people's ankles like he had a tendency to do before. I already lost my train of thought. This is off to a great. Oh, I was gonna say, just like my tweet, is there any difference in San Francisco with Purdy or Mac? No, there's not.
No,
at all.
No. This is what we've been trying to say for 5 years at this point. Not like Brock Purdy's just not that good. Kyle Shanahan is the wizard. He's the wizard at winning everything but Super Bowls, thankfully.
He's like KOC style here. Although KOC can't fix Wentz. I don't know that anyone can fix Wentz, though.
Nobody can fix Wentz.
It's not happening. All right, let's talk player props. I'll start first to piss you off here. What's up? Why are they continuing to hang Saquon Barkley's rushing line so high when he is not rushing a lot, Samuel? Under 83.5 again. We're going back to the well here. Minus 118. Gone over once this season. One time versus the Chiefs. 2 weeks straight, he had under 47 rushing yards. Last week, looking at the Broncos, Chase Brown 40, Hampton 70. I get that Saquon obviously has that. He could rip off one, and then this is dead very, very quickly. JT had 125 rushing yards against the Broncos, and then Pollard had 60. But talk to me. I feel like it's still a good bet. I know it's hard for you to be to probably talk about it.
Our offensive line is just kind of playing like shit. So I see it. Like at this point, like everyone knows what the Eagles want to do. They want to run the football. They want to run it a lot. And nobody can figure out why Kevin Patullo doesn't seem to understand that teams know that the Eagles want to run the ball 80% of the time and just mix it up. So, I mean, part of it is our offensive line playing really bad. Like, obviously, Landon Dickerson is hurt. Lane Johnson's hurt. Juergens is still kind of adjusting to all of that. But, yeah, I think at this point, teams are just happy to load the box. Saquon was always going to reduce in efficiency in a year-over-year sample. And I don't know, against the Broncos, could go either way because they have shown some weakness on the ground.
Sure.
You can kind of ground and pound it against them. I think it's kind of down to whether Saquon can break off, a 25, 30-yarder or not. I think that's probably the difference.
He just hasn't really been doing that, though, even when he's getting the opportunity.
I don't think he hasn't done it once. I don't think he's done it once.
Yeah, I didn't go into his longest rushes this season, but I doubt it's there. He's getting like 18 attempts a game, but I think, teams also know if you take Saquon out of the game, the Eagles, it's just a different conversation that you're having. His longest rush this year, 16 yards against Dallas, which Dallas is Dallas, and then 13, 12, and 10. So it's not really there right now. He's not really getting a lot of work in general. Now looking at it, receiving yards, I might look to his under 2.5 receptions as well there. What's the first prop that you're looking at here, Sam?
So I'm going to match you with another under. It is actually my favorite bet of the week. And it's Jordan Mason to go under 69.5 rushing yards against the Browns.
Absolutely love it.
This is a really, really high line. I mean, for a guy that hasn't hit this in 3 out of 4 matchups, despite having at least 15 carries in 3 out of those 4 games. So, I mean, you know, he's got a 4.8 yards per carry, but it's skewed by a game against the Bengals, who I could run for like 75 yards against the Bengals.
I could run for
maybe you could run
125 against the Bengals defense. I'm pretty
so
quick.
I mean, exactly. You know, I'm not that quick anymore, but even I could rumble. I could even rumble for that much.
Yeah.
He's got 3.8 yards per carry in the other 3 games outside of that Bengals game. And the only running back that has more than 43 rushing yards against the Browns this season out of like 9 or 10 is Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's because he was just ripping off the yards.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, he's also really good. And Jordan Mason is really overrated. The Browns are allowing 2.9 yards per carry on the ground. And not only all of this, but Brian O'Neill, starting right tackle, out. Donovan Jackson, starting left guard, out.
Yeah.
Starting center, Ryan Kelly, out. Backup center, out. So, like, you have a lot. Yeah, I don't wish for bad things to happen to people, but you know, maybe if Wentz gets hit hard enough this game, he'll become good again. You know, we haven't seen that.
Like an opposite, like reverse.
We haven't seen that in 6 years since Jadeveon Clowney speared him in 2019. So maybe 6 years later, we actually see the non-mental midget version of what Carson Wentz come back. If he gets hit,
I can't believe we have to watch another game of him, to be quite frank.
I saw Vikings fans are calling for Max Brosmer. That's just
anything
funny.
Other than Wentz, I'm fine with it. I don't want to watch Wentz play football anymore. Get him off my screen. It's disgusting.
I wonder what Justin Jefferson thinks.
I think I'm just going to call it right now. I think the Vikings make a trade for Anthony Richardson.
That would be such a.
I'm going to shoot my shot here. That's my guess.
That's such a Kevin O'Connell quarterback.
He loves him.
He's such a Kevin O'Connell.
We've seen them flirting after games before. And even when JJ comes back, there's obviously a reason that he's like, even when he's back, we're going to not rush him back in. I don't know that that's just because of injury either.
And you would know all about coaches and quarterbacks flirting like that, right?
I know all about that. Yeah. A lot of sensual touching going on in the New York Giants. Speaking of the New York Giants, my next bet is going against them. I always say, no one knows your team better than yourself. Juwan Johnson over 35.5 receiving yards, minus 115. Shop this around a little bit. MGM looked like they had the best number. I also like his longest reception at over 15.5. I know we're not doing Stephception yet, but I'll add it in there. The Giants' third most receptions to the tight end. Giants give up. I mean, this is just ridiculous looking at all these numbers. I'm not even listing them all because they're going to piss me off. But I've watched them allow so much work to the tight ends across the middle of the field here. Last week, he didn't go over this. Otherwise, every single week he has quietly having a very good year. I said third most. I said Juwan Johnson has the third most receptions of tight ends. That's what I meant in the beginning there. I got stumbled out my words here. And his longest goes over every week, regardless of the week that he didn't hit his receiving yards. The receptions was super juice, so I chose to go the receiving yards here. It's the Giants. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna stick with this game. I'm gonna go to the running position and also go against the Giants because that's fun. Kendre Miller.
We're gonna say Kendre Miller. You're such a trendy little motherfucker. That's what you are. You guys and your trends.
I love Kendre Miller.
Okay, let's hear it.
Myself and Dave are the two original Kendre Miller fans.
Okay, whatever. Just give your pop out, you little trendy. Go ahead.
Over 29.5 rushing yards. It's a late line. It's jumped a couple numbers, but it's good to 30. 24, 27, and 65 out of 3 of his 4 games this season. He's averaging 4.5 yards per carry. The Giants are allowing 6.5 yards per carry to running backs. They are just atrocious on the ground. I mean, look, Dexter Lawrence has an illness. Javon Holland and Tyler Newbern are both banged up.
His illness is being just not wanting to practice. That's his illness. Dexter Lawrence is fine. I promise you that. Dexter Lawrence does not have an illness, but keep going.
Well, Javon Holland and Tyler Newbern are both key run stoppers at safety. They're both banged up. Can't bring them down the box if they're, hobbling around the field there. I think the Saints, we talked about this earlier this week.
Yeah.
We both like the Giants in the spot, but there's too much of a healthy possibility that the Saints are just going to blow them out because this is a really weird line. Like this should be 3.5, 4.5 for the Saints.
There's no way Neighbors is worth the flip like that. Let's be serious. Like that's just ridiculous, apparently. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the fact that the Saints will probably win this game. It just seems to me that that's kind of the way they want you to bet it. They want you to take the Giants here, so I'm gonna go the other way. I think we do see a healthy amount of Kendre Miller and Alvin Kamara in this game, but I think Kendre can rip off a big one. That'll do some things for this bet. If you want to take his longest reception, I believe it's 10.5. 9.5 or 10.5. So that's a really good number as well. But over 29.5 rushing yards for Kendre Miller.
Okay, we're going to stay on the theme of the New York Giants, the former New York Giant, also a rapper, Darren Waller. I'm not going to give out his receptions because it's super juiced, and I'm not doing that on the show, but I like the over 28.5 receiving yards, minus 115. I'm going to continue to ride this. My Carolina linebackers are absolutely stinky. I'm ignoring Henry last week. He was shy of going over that by half a yard. I also like his anytime touchdown plus 300. Like the tight ends they're cooking the Panthers. Panthers have been pretty solid on the outside versus receivers. So I like Darren Waller here. No Tyreek to go over that 28.5 minus 115. And as a little bonus there, plus 300 anytime touchdown. He just scored 2. This number should not be plus 300.
Yeah, absolute red zone weapon for them. He's the tallest. Yeah. He's the tallest guy they got now. So, sure. Well, he was always the tallest guy they got, but not like Tyreek Hill was challenging for that. But Carolina does rank worst in DVOA against the tight end position this year. So I love that. I looked at it. Couldn't find a number that I liked, but I will probably.
I think 28.5 is fine. If it starts creeping past 35, I would probably take this up to like 34.5, to be honest with everyone.
Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to end up on the anytime touchdown. That's probably the safest bet for me, cool. in case they just don't have to throw the ball and they just blow out Carolina, which I think is also possible there. All right, so I'm going to go back to another receiving prop that I like. Jakobi Meyers over 54.5 receiving yards against the Colts. I feel like this is just 10 to 15 yards lower than it should be. He's been over this in 3 out of 4 games. He just always ends up around that 65 to 70 yard number. He gets, 6, 7, 8 targets a game. He's had at least 7 targets in 3 out of 4 games. We're going to see at least one more game with the brace from Brock Bowers. So I really like the idea that the Colts are going to jump out to an early lead and Geno is just going to have to throw like he has before. We'll probably see a couple interceptions. He's going to throw
so many. He's going to hit that number 10. He's leading the league right now in interceptions at 7.
Yeah, I mean, his number is just so juiced that I was going to give it out for interception props later, but I think I'm just going to stay away because I think it's so juiced. I'll probably bet it live. If he goes a quarter without throwing one, I will slam that number so hard. Myers versus zone is always a good look, 25% target share. And then he draws the Mike Hilton matchup. Mike Hilton is off the street. Like he has not played.
Yeah.
So he's coming off the street. Like there's bound to be some rust there. And this is just kind of a spot where you have to go with your top guy in a matchup where I think there should probably be some points. These are both 2 defenses that can get beat deep, have been getting beat deep all season long. We obviously saw what the Rams did to the Colts a couple weeks ago, and the Raiders have just been getting beat through the air all season long. And even though they want to run the ball with Gentry, I think they're going to struggle a little bit more against the Colts here.
Who gets DeJean this week, you think?
DeJean should line up against Troy Franklin.
Who?
Troy Franklin.
All right. I wonder what his number is because I think I would look to take the under there because he's been completely taking guys out of games.
He has. The Eagles have been willing to switch it up a little bit with it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's not as like cutter as
Cortland Sutton will draw the Quinyon Mitchell shadow. That's
for sure.
That's gone. So I would probably lean to take the under on his longest reception. Also, I think Bo is absolutely going to throw a pick against us.
He's 100% throwing one.
Yeah, he might throw 2. So we will see there. And
Okay. My last prop here is another tight end. It's Jake Ferguson over 5.5 plus 5.5 receptions plus 102. He has he's 4th in the NFL in targets. Like this is amongst all pass catchers, not just tight ends. This is all pass catchers across the league. 2nd in receptions. He's averaging 8.5 receptions per game. Go look at the numbers yourself. It's ridiculous. This should not be plus 102. Cowboys are also throwing the ball at like the 2nd highest rate in the league. They're not running the ball very much. and it's the Jets. So we're going to take the Jake Ferguson over 5.5. This number will probably end up being super juiced next week. So while we have the gift in front of us, we are going to roll with it. Do you have any last props here before we move to Stephception?
Yes, I'm going to take Rachaad White's under 11.5 longest rush here. This might actually be my favorite prop of the week. I'm kind of waiting for it to be bet up a little bit, and I if it gets to 12.5, I'm going to put even more on that. But teams just struggle to run the ball against Seattle. They got a 3.4 yards per carry, and they've also allowed the lowest explosive run rate in the NFL this season. They've only allowed 4 total runs over 10 plus yards this season. White's under in 3 out of 4 this year. Obviously, he's been a backup, but he was out under in 11 out of 17 in 2024 as well. When he had a little bit heavier of a role in Bucky's rookie year. The Bucs are just they're struggling to run the ball right now. Like obviously their offensive line instability has committed to that, but also not having Mike Evans kind of shrinks the capabilities of your offense. You kind of know where it's going there. They're 30th in run block win rate, and Seattle is 2nd in run stop win rate. So I just think that this is a spot where you kind of have to fade the new head that's in there. White's always been a very inefficient rusher. So, this is the spot where I want to fade that.
That just made me, I'm going to add one more before I do the ad reads, and then we'll move on here. Kenneth Walker, under 49.5 rushing yards, -117. Tampa's been very good against the run. And we're brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is a bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Vikings, Browns, total over 36, -110. I'm expecting some defensive points here. A little bit more on that later. Head to MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Since Novig is an exchange, you're getting some of the best prices in the market. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5. If you use our promo code SGPN, get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And it's Stephception time, and I'm going to start it off with
the Stephceptions.
That's fun, right? That's a new one there. Hell yeah. I love the surprises.
I love that. That's great.
Oh, it's like Christmas every day on the show. Okay. I talked about the Jets-Cowboys game. Listen to me. There's not a longest reception on that I will disagree with you about. I think I probably lean as my 3 favorite. Garrett Wilson over 21.5, Mason Taylor over 16.5. He also gets his first touchdown this week if you want to go bet it. And George Pickens over 25.5. You also could take his 30 plus if you want to. Those are probably my 3 favorite. Ferguson probably feels like a trap to some people because he has not been going over. He's not getting these like long after the catch type stuff. So I like those 3 there. Also have Nico Collins over 25.5. You can take the 30 plus on him. JSN always autoplay. It's T-Mac coming out party over 21.5, and then Illuminor 16.5 -110.
Yeah, I took the over on T-Mac as well. I also took Kenneth Walker. Why is Kenneth Walker down to 7.5?
Oh no, yeah, I will hammer that. I will absolutely be. Is it really?
That's really easy. Like they put those lines really low, but nothing that the Buccaneers have done this season should support that at all. They've allowed 7 different running backs to go over that number. They've allowed 7 different running backs to have over 15 receiving yards. That's just really, really bad. Another one I really liked, Emeka Egbuka to go over 22.5, I believe it was. 22.5, now up to 24.5. Wow. Really like that there. And then also sneaky for me, but just quick because the Bengals, allow everyone to go over there. Jameson Williams over 21.5 in a good matchup there. And then I kind of really want to take the under on the T Higgins over or the T Higgins longest reception because they just can't hit him. They just can't. There's nothing that can be done there. I'm not really sure what else to do there. And I took a look at the Brian Thomas Jr. longest reception over 21.5 as well. But I mean, I don't know what to think. Like is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? But the Jaguars is like a prime spot for me to chase some longest plays, given the fact that it's the Chiefs on the road, giving more than 3. Yeah. That scares me.
Cool. Little bonus. I do like Slayton's as well, over 19.5. For my longest rush, I like Kamara to go over the 13.5 minus 120. Flown over this all week, but 1. And then for my interceptions, I like Rat Dog minus 107, Bo Nix minus 137, and Kyler plus 125. Kyler's gonna have to throw the ball more, and unfortunately, when that happens, we're gonna see him throw an interception.
Can I interest you at Jared Goff at plus 150 against the
defense?
You can.
That's the third most
interceptions, and it's outside.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in that?
Say less.
Also, Tua minus 105 against the Carolina. Against the Carolina defense that has 4 on the season. Easy.
Sign me up. All right, Triple D's. What is your dad?
Triple D's.
That's terrifying. That one was terrifying. What's your dad bet here?
My dad bet is Drake Maye over 26.5 rushing yards. It's 2-2 this year, but everyone runs on the Bills. Quarterbacks are included in that. 6 for 70 yards to Lamar, 3 out of 21 to Tyrod Taylor, 5 for 49 to Fields, and 6 for 49 to Spencer Rattler. I mean, heavy pressure should help here. And he went for 30 yards in 2024 against the Bills in his only matchup against them. I just think this is a spot where you're going to see May run the ball a ton.
Sure. I am going to go with, let's make Garrett Wilson over 21.5 longs reception. My dad bet, where are you going with dog?
My dog bet is going to be kind of just a simple play. Like I'm just going to take the Jaguars and Carolina both to cover the spreads in those games. I think that, I think these are just prime spots where we're a little bit overrated here. We saw the Chiefs just blow out the Ravens, but that's just a really bad Ravens team. Lamar was injured for half of it. I don't know if we can overrate the Jags that much. I mean, they've done all this. They're still 3-1 with their 2 offensive stars on offense playing like dog shit. Their defense is playing really, really well. So, I think this is a spot that we could honestly the Jags really upset and kind of stake their claim on a AFC South division that, is a little wide open outside of the Colts there. And then obviously Carolina versus Miami, like this is a prime bounce back spot for Carolina here. I don't think Miami should be favored in this game. I don't think they're that good. I don't think their defense is that good. I don't think their offense is going to be anywhere near what, even what we've come to expect with Tyreek Hill out of it. And this is a spot that Bryce Young could bounce back here.
Oh. I like Browns plus 4.5. I roll with my quarterbacks in their first start. Like I said, and I'll just get right into my dumb fuck bet. I'm going to parlay Cleveland and Vikings defense to each have a touchdown. That's going to get you plus 11742. I think we're going to see defensive points in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if it's by both sides. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens more than once. So my dog will be Browns plus 4.5. That will be my dumb fuck bet. And what is yours, Samuel? I've called you like
my dumb fuck bet is Garrett Wilson and Jahmyr Gibbs to both have 100 respective yards receiving for Garrett Wilson, rushing for Jahmyr Gibbs. Cowboys obviously second worst DVOA against wide receiver ones, and obviously Garrett Wilson is the only meaningful Jets target in this game that can have more than 5 targets. And obviously Gibbs will crush the Cincy defense that has allowed every single person in the league, including the 2 of us, to run on them. So very easy. Pays you 15-1. Shouldn't be too hard.
Love it. All right. Tell people where they can find you, and I will let you get out of here. I appreciate you jumping on with me on Friday at 11:30.
Yes, you can always find me streaming from my jail cell, my jail cell studio. You can find me yapping on Twitter at Swagman95. I do fantasy football and sports betting stuff for football guys. I do all that stuff for Prize Picks. I do a couple other fun things that I'm announcing soon. It's a great day to be great. It's Friday. Let's have a day.
Absolutely love it. I will see you later, Sam. Thanks for jumping on. Underdog is also a great place to play fantasy pick'em. Pick'em where you can win up to 500 extra entries. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats. Available for a ton of sports. I have been on fire with my pick'em entries, and it's not like anyone cares for some reason, but you should be tailing. Here's a pick'em entry I like for week 5. Nico Collins higher, 59.5 receiving yards. Scadaboo higher a half a rush and receiving touchdown. And JSN longs reception, bump that baby up to 29.5, gets you 4.85x your money's. Underdogs got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code SMALLS. Rhythm has introduced a leaderboard with weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you could win $1,000. I'm going to go with their smart signal play. That is pro Giants here. Olave under 5.5 receptions, minus 102. This is one of their sharp under plays for the week. Rhythm predicts him to have 3.8 receptions, which is definitely drama, but I like him to stay under that 5.5 when probability is sitting at 79.8%. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. And now it's time for Extra Holes with producer Ryan. If producer Ryan wants to join me now, you're welcome on.
Sorry, I was trying to play the Extra Holes intro, but I forgot to load it up.
It's okay. It's all right.
Idiot. Ugh.
It's all right. It's okay. It's been a long week. How are you? You said you have some props to share with the folks at home.
I do. I had a couple props I wanted to share. Let's
producer picks. That's a good lie. That's a good
producer picks. I also have some more prison picks.
Oh, the prisoners. We spoke to how did the prisoners do last week? Pretty good, right?
5-1.
Wow.
5-1. If we had just followed, if we had correctly followed.
I think we followed a lot of them though, because they liked Titans.
I got good ones.
Okay.
They didn't have Titans on that one.
Oh.
They were smarter.
They're smarter than us. Great.
They were smarter than us.
Right.
But anyway, okay, here we go.
Okay.
So first wanted to mention, we said Jake Tonga's anytime touchdown. That hit last night. I found out that Kramer and
they bet it first. I know.
They bet it first.
Those little rats.
Wish I would have. I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard that they were on that. So also Sam mentioned this one already. Love it. Jordan Mason under 16.5 rushing yards. I made that my strut bet in Shed Picks.
I'm always pro anti-Jordan Mason. So
yeah, he hasn't hit that once this season.
But everyone is obsessed with him.
Exactly. And it's just not good. I feel like it's not going to work out. And also, what did I have? Okay, so you said Juwan Johnson TD.
Mm-hmm.
And I have that too. Oh. But I was thinking, I said this on Shed Picks, a full Johnson.
Oh, yeah, the Johnson
parlay.
Yes, I love it.
Juwan Johnson TD, Theo Johnson TD, because I feel like they're going to have to use Theo more now, right?
Is Will Johnson back? We should put Will Johnson interception in there.
Will Johnson intercept. I haven't looked to see if he's back. That's a good one.
We'll take a look.
That is absolutely a good one. All right. And then I have Michael Carter, 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
He is going to be the goal line back for the Cardinals. He's going to be taking the first 2 snaps, lead back, and 2 touchdowns plus 750. Mm-hmm. Titans tied for most rushing TDs allowed at 7.
Fun. That's fun.
At 7 in just 4 games.
Okay.
And
Kyler first TD.
Ooh, Kyler first TD. That's sexy.
That is sexy.
And the last one I have, I'm thinking, I hate to say this because I love him and I have him on 2 fantasy teams. Omarion Hampton under longest rush.
Again, another guy I'm pro. I don't go. I'm such a hater for some reason. I'm for it. I like it.
Under 14.5. He had that. I think a lot of people are going to be betting over because he looked so much better and he had that 54-yard run, but he's only hit that one other time. He had 15 yards against the Raiders, so he barely hit it. And so,
and I think Herbie's just going to air it out against this Commanders secondary, and they're going to want to put the the lay down on them after losing to the New York Football Giants.
Yeah, the longest rush that the Commanders have allowed this season is only 19 yards.
Yeah,
So,
I believe it.
pretty good.
Who do the prisoners have? Let's do
prison picks. God, I need to
prison
make an
picks.
intro for a couple quick facts. The prisoner in question who gave us these picks is named Tiny.
Tiny. That's funny because I'm Smalls.
He's 300 pounds, so it's an
Okay.
ironic nickname, obviously. He's from Arkansas, and I told him that if he gets 4 of these 5 picks, I will buy him a double cheeseburger, which you can send to prisoners.
I'll buy him one too.
So there you go.
Yes.
All right, he's got Indianapolis -7.5, which I think has gone to -6.5, hasn't it?
Okay, 7.5 is crazy, but I don't hate it. Okay, keep going.
He's got Denver +3.5.
Okay, you don't like that either.
You don't like that one either? No.
I don't
Okay,
hate
Tiny is not working with small so far.
Okay, it's okay.
Houston -1.5.
I like that. I see it too.
Oh, you seen it too? Okay.
Mhm.
And he likes Chargers -2.5, which I like.
I like that as well. We can just lock Chargers in.
And Buffalo -8.5, which I don't like.
I don't love that either. I think I can get behind the Broncos maybe, but that'll be my last time. What is it? You said 3.5? What does Circa have?
I'm looking up Circa right now. It has it. Why can't I find it? Broncos +3.5. Yep.
Okay.
I don't love that one.
I don't
Eagles
love
at
it.
home.
I do. I feel pretty strongly about the Cowboys.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go through our picks.
We
We're going to
both
lock
like the
them in.
Chargers. That's one. Lock it.
Lock that in right
I
now.
do like the Texans.
Chargers. Okay, so Chargers is -3.5, not -2.5 now. Does that make a difference?
Kind of, but
I don't love it as much. That
I don't
they're
either.
Over a field
okay,
goal.
put it to the side. It doesn't mean we're not going to use it.
Okay.
What's the Cowboys line on Circa?
Cowboys is -2.5.
I just, again, like I was saying on Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever it was, I don't see how this Jets team is going to be able to keep up with what Dak has been doing I think he can just get ahead of them by scoring. At some point, the wheels are going to fall off the Jets there. Justin Fields can only do so much.
I know.
But where else are you looking on this board? This is going to get a little difficult.
Yeah.
As far as the bigger spreads go, I don't hate the Lions because I think the Bengals are literally ass.
I actually already bet the Lions, so I'm good with locking that in now.
Let's do that.
You know what? I messed it up. I was looking at the wrong line. Chargers are -2.5, not 3.5.
I'm cool with the 2.5, I think.
Okay.
Once I go to the field goal line.
What do we think about the Patriots +7.5?
I can't believe it's 7.5, but I think I'm cool with it. I wish it was a little bit more.
It was 8.5. It's come down.
Okay.
So it's something to consider. Drake Maye has been looking a lot better recently, I feel.
Sure.
And the Bills' defense is banged up. They've been letting people hang around.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Lock it in. I'm not even going to overthink it.
Yeah, it's a
What do you think about Browns?
I know we talked about Browns. I have bet them personally +3.5, but 2 things. It's an overseas game, which are always weird. And 2, the Vikings have been over there all week. So they don't
you're right.
I don't know if that plays. I don't know if that plays a factor, you know. What?
Texans?
Okay, so Texans -2.
I like that quite a bit.
Is it?
But Cooper Rush first start. I don't like that. It's a problem.
But didn't he come in last game? So
he did, but it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
No. All right. I know you want to say the
because you already said no to that.
You know what? I guess I would be fine with it.
Okay, I'll put that one to the side right now. But you want Cowboys minus 2.5.
Not if you hate it though.
I don't hate it.
We got to lock some of these in. What have we locked in already?
We've locked in Lions minus 10.
Okay.
Chargers minus
2.5.
2.5. Pats plus 7.5.
7.5. Okay.
So on the side right now, we have Cowboys minus 2.5. We have Texans minus 2. We have.
I wish this spread was a little bit shorter for the Seahawks, but I don't
was just gonna say I
kind of like it.
I kind of like the Bucks because
Going out to Seattle,
I know, but
okay, I could maybe get there.
Baker's been hanging around. I feel like it could be a backdoor cover.
Okay, you can convince me on that. I can do that. I can get there.
So right now we have Bucks plus 3.5, possibly Texans minus 2. We mentioned Broncos plus 3.5. I just hate the Broncos this year.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's lock them in. I feel like we're doing a lot of like
waffling,
pussyfooting.
Okay, let's go with Cowboys.
Pussyfooting, Ryan.
Pussyfooting, just as the kids say.
Yeah. It's getting hairy.
You know what? I can get there. I can get there with Cowboys minus 2.5.
No, you're making me paranoid. Don't let me bully you.
No. You're not bullying me. The more I think about it, you're right. Dak and Pickens combo. I don't think.
You know what? The Giants should not cover this number with their defense and that against that O-line. I don't know how they don't.
I actually like Giants plus 2 better than I like Cowboys minus 2.5.
Okay, do it. That's fine. Make that the last one. I don't care.
That's the last one. We're good.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're staying away from the Texans Ravens because that's the first start, and Bucks are in Seattle. That's always really tough. So is that what our reasoning there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cowboys minus 2.5, Giants plus 2, Lions minus 10, Chargers minus 2.5.
Okay.
Pats plus 7.5.
All right.
I'm locking it in.
Lock it in. We'll be back on Monday.
Yeah, we'll be back on
Monday. Rate, review, do all the things.
When are you back from New York?
Monday. So I'll probably get delayed and push the show to Tuesday.
All right. Right after we said Steph would not travel.
I know. Anymore. We'll tell people to stop getting married and having bar mitzvahs. That's not my problem.
All right. All right. Cool. All right. Well, hopefully we're back Monday. Yeah. We will let you know on Steph's Twitter if we're not. And everybody have a great weekend and make a lot of money.
All right. See you guys.
Stephie Smalls Show, sports gambling. Play some bets on winners and catastrophe. If you want to know where to put the money, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is the place to be.